Hello everyone, how are you going? And welcome back to Mini Motorways, where there is still plenty more to check out for Busan, and so I think it's just time to be checking out expert mode. Oh, that is just a bit of a brutal spawn off the start here, especially because that means I'm just going to have to lock down my bridge from the start. I guess I just have to get my brain into expert mode and just go, okay, well, I don't actually need to be joining them in fully. I will send them on their way so it doesn't pile up too much. And then as soon as this third pip arrives, come on, give me a third. There we go. Okay, so now I can just delete it, and then till the end of the week should be completely fine. Oh, but I've just realized, how am I possibly going to be dealing with this map just going all over the place? I guess eventually I probably will just have to be sharing bridges like there's no tomorrow. Like already, look, I just have to go like this, up and down and over. And I guess everyone can go at the same time just so I don't get too lost. But look at that, it's time for the end of the week already, and we did just have the pink upgrade to a pancake. I'm not too worried about that in terms of I can still manage that with the bridges I've got, and so I guess just the standard motorway is going to make the most sense. Okay, another pink that is completely useless to me. I would love it if I could just have a couple of blues and pinks just spawn on their opposing little islands, but still, how am I going to be just dealing with the fact that I usually have, I don't know, 8 or so bridges to be able to deal with this entire map, and so I can't imagine I'm going to be setting any crazy high scores. Okay, well that's not too bad, especially because I will not have to use any of my bridges, or I don't have to at least. I guess I could, but for now I probably just want to be reserving the space if I can, because if I join that one in and then I just have to delete it at a different time to another one, that's when things get locked in too early. So I'll just wait for blue to go home. It shouldn't be too long. There we go. Now, ooh, one more. There we go. Now I can just look at joining everybody back in. There we go. Everybody should be fairly happy with that, as the entire thing is relatively straightforward and also relatively neat as well. And so, okay, well now that I have a blue up there, I guess I'm just going to have to rearrange with the orange, but so far so good. It's just about getting from week to week. And speaking of, it is almost the end of another week, which feels as though it's taking quite a long time, but I will just play it and hopefully I can survive that long before the road tiles join themselves in. Okay, now that you're upgraded as well, that's not the greatest, but I'm just going to delete things before they go completely ridiculous and I start losing bridges, my very, very precious bridges. Oh, but that's right. Speaking of bridges, I completely forgot that you get 2 bridges per. It's not like even a roundabout. Like, that's crazy. 2 bridges versus 1 roundabout on a map like this isn't even a question. So there we go. 2 more bridges. That makes it 4 in total. And then how do I want to be taking people around? I guess maybe I'll just split them up. Just stop taking pink and blue over the same one. Ooh, okay then. Well, there seems to be a bit of an update because I just went ahead and joined the oranges in via another path and it got rid of my original or my other one. Look at that. As soon as you get rid of it, it just changes, like where traditionally you could just keep swapping around the direct path and it wouldn't really care. So that kind of ruins my entire strategy there. Okay, well, I guess for now I just have to play it and just wait for everyone to go home, which is 1 car and only a couple of people. And then now, oh geez, this is getting quite deadly very, very fast. Maybe it is time to be using my motorway to just ship orange across, because otherwise I don't see how I'm going to be getting people around. Oh, but the worst part about that is the fact that they are the only ones on the land. I don't need to be using a bridge or a motorway. I can just join them in. I'm not forced to. So I guess in that regard, I probably shouldn't if I don't really need to. So look, this is what I've come up with for now. It definitely does not have to be permanent, especially because I'm still under 100 points, which just feels like it's taking forever. But speaking of taking forever, at least that motorway just gives me a timer, so I can just push it right to the last minute. Until I get to 100 points, I'd like to try and not join anything in, but at least I do have some people over here that I think can just maybe ease the burden a little bit. Well as having that pink there, I just want to join that blue and orange together because the road was already there and it did not disappear. And then now another one. I think joining everyone in like this should be the final time I have to do that, or at least it will get me another week if nothing else. Well, at least I can just breathe another sigh of relief. Just having that second motorway is definitely just having a second fire extinguisher in case something just pops out of the blue and I don't really know how to deal with it. But here we go. Not many people left. I can join you in. I can send a motorway over there so you don't die, and I can send another one. I don't know, just everyone needs to go places now, and it's really starting to pile up. This map is very, very busy already. Hey, but look at that, it's amazing but actually joining people together does. So finally over 100 points, and so now at least I can just start to join people in permanently, of which, is this orange already joined in? Wow, that must be very, very close, but let me just go ahead, destroy everyone, maybe give it a couple seconds, see if any last minute buildings want to just join the party, and then otherwise it's just going to be starting to be connected in. This is the last call, everyone, just make your final moves if you were going to. Aha, that final blue just needed a squeak in, didn't it? So as soon as this final bridge comes back to me, I would just be locking everybody down. There are plenty of buildings on the screen. What is it? 2, 4, 6, 8 already at just over 100 points. Jeez, alright. Especially with 3 pancakes on the board. Oh, well, okay, then I was mid-drawing something, but I would definitely be taking 2 more bridges because I think at the moment, like I said, I was drawing something in and I was using them like crazy. So I will take that and just look around at what people need to go where. So blues, I got plenty of blues. I think I can siphon you up into there. Orange can just do orange things. Definitely need to be joining those two guys together. You can go that way. And then in terms of just servicing these other blues, I think all of these bottom guys are just going to have to be allocated to this one, if nothing else like that. I mean, maybe I can split some off eventually, but I've only got 2 pockets for 3 blues, which is a bit of a shambles. But look, right now, I think the best thing I can do is just play and see how the entire thing progresses. So far, so good. Obviously, I will start to just lock people in, and okay, I've got a green, a teal, or whatever color you want to be calling that, and only 1 bridge remaining. I guess I will have to be saving my motorways for later because I'm still under 200 points, but I think something like just using the bridge to do that is going to be my only option because I'm now out of bridges. That is a very scary thought. I think it's just going to be sorry trees, but up and over and around and through because I got plenty of people over here that just need to be jumping on board. So there we go, that is basically all the roads finalized. I believe if I go to delete any of these, it will tell me no. Yes, look at that, every single person is joined in, and I already have 6 bridges out at 260 points. That's what I mean by this map just doesn't know when to hold back and say no. I mean, luckily I do have the option to be taking my motorways, and I will soon be taking another one, especially because, oh, really? No, before you go and spawn anyone else, I'm going ahead and blocking up this entire left side. Nobody will be spawning over here because, well, I can't afford you to. I need you to be spawning at least just here, just not another bridge, not a double bridge. Well, sadly, that's the best I can do. I mean, I guess I can chuck the motorway in and just hope that just blocks up a little bit more, but if nothing else, just jump ship over to here. I will be getting a couple more road tiles in a second. Come on. Of course, you just had to go and just go under there. You bugger. Here we go. Another motorway is mine. 10 road tiles, but I guess no one else is going to spawn in now that you spawn there, will they? Of course they won't. Either way, I will do my best and just block up every last remaining tile and see if anyone else wants to spawn in because I can always motorway them. Yeah. Of course, you just had to do that to me. There we go. Okay, well, how can I split that up? That's all right. Pink and green, I can make that work. I just have to make sure that I don't lose all of those road tiles. I mean, my other rule of thumb was the fact that I was always trying to not use the motorway until about 1,000 points, but in 3, 2, 1, oh, it is locked in. It kind of hurts the soul, but at least I know I won't die from it. Oh, well, look at the hand that I've just been dealt. I mean, for goodness sake, I did just pick up 2 more bridges because there was no other options. I mean, the motorway wasn't an option, and I'm certainly not taking 1 roundabout, but look at that. Now I just have to get those guys, being the tealy whatever color, all the way down to the bottom left as well, which I guess isn't the worst. I could do something like this as well, but that takes a lot of my road tiles, and road tiles do become a fairly precious thing in this game as well. But you know what, I think I'm just going to have to be drawing in something like this because otherwise people aren't going to be flowing and it will pile up. It's certainly not also the closest thing, so yeah, just starting to just get things moving earlier, otherwise they will very quickly just take you on head on. You are manageable. I just need to be using my other last bridge, or actually I do have these guys right here, and so I think I will just chuck you on there just to make this bridge more viable, and then that road isn't connected in yet, but man is it going to be ugly. Not even a T intersection, just a full intersection with no helping hand, no roundabout, no traffic lights, nothing. It just sounds like carnage, especially because 3 buildings are going to be serviced by it. Lovely, just add another into the mix, and meanwhile, of course, I just lost motorway 2 because I was too focused on other things. You just gotta love everything that it loves to chuck you, don't you? Okay, well, that is another week down, and I will absolutely be taking that motorway because I just need to stockpile them, and I think that was my last one because that was 2 weekly choices remaining. So, now that I've got all 4 motorways, how do I want to be playing them? I obviously need 1 for orange, maybe, but maybe it's already 1 that's in. I doubt it though. As unless I can just get a few more oranges spawning over on that left side, I have no idea. And now with the pink as well, that will definitely be taking my, I don't know, 10th and final bridge? I mean, I guess I can probably afford to be getting 2 more in the final week, but really, is it really already 10, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8? It will be 8, but I will finish with 10. Outrageous. Well, there it is. The words certainly do not lie. That is the last weekly choice, and I would love to be taking a couple more things, but I cannot refuse the bridges because I'm sure there's still plenty of, there's still so much spawning space that I don't know how I will possibly tackle in the long run, but here we go. Waiting for that motorway to disappear. I will also delete this bridge because I'm just not sure about it yet, but something will also probably just come in and just ruin the fun and spawn right here. Either way, of course, you just want to lock yourself in. What a daft mistake that was. Either way, This guy, no one's near you, my man. So with 2 motorways, 35 road tiles, and 3 bridges, how can I be tackling it? I need more pinks. Oh, that is perfect. Now I can actually afford to be leaving that bridge in because I just didn't want 1 to be spawning in there and then they just go and spawn somewhere else. But now that it's got 2, I'm happy. Just take one of the bridges and run with it. I still have to be connecting this guy in. I don't know. I think the game is going to be the game and just have to make me do something like this, which I just don't like. It's such a long way around. Orange, orange, watching orange. Nope, no orange. And then you, I'm watching you as well, but just having plenty of people spawn in. Come on, plenty more people. I might even be able to just give you your own lane. Here we go. You go away, and then, like I said, maybe you might get your own lane. So I will destroy that because, yeah, look at this. With this many people, I mean, I won't be able to afford to give them just their own motorway. What am I talking about? But wow, look at this. I'm still yet to break 1,000 points, and usually my rule was never to join a motorway in before 1,000 points. But if I hadn't done it, I wouldn't be alive right now. And so I guess, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was not what I'd said that for. But wow, that's just really, really rude. I guess. Oh, actually, it's already connected in, which isn't the worst thing in the world, is it? Hopefully there's enough blues on that line already. So in order to make sure that this guy does not die, I've just gone and chucked the motorway in, but this is what I'm planning. What I had before, but with a few extra spicy little ingredients is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking going around like that, and then also joining these oranges in, because otherwise they're just gonna sit there and do nothing, so they can go in like that. Yeah, which means blue can go all over the place, which isn't the greatest, but hey, it is what it is. It's the game, like I said. And I even have some extra oranges that I guess I can just afford to connect in because I'm sure they will be needed, because it's not the shortest trip just going around and down. But either way, 1,000 points on the dot, a little bit of lag, but just making sure that I do not lose motorway 3 and wait for motorway 4 to come back for me. Alright, well, the entire thing is officially set in stone, and so now I just have to sit back and wait. I will be getting 20 more road tiles shortly, but I think I should be okay, and somehow the city is still liking what I've made, even with this entire left side just starting to very quickly break down in terms of what I'm having to do here. But to be honest, especially because I still have 2 bridges and 2 motorways, there's plenty of options still on the card. And so yeah, I've kind of gone a bit maybe gun-ho and a bit too aggressive on the conserving of resources, but I guess what is it going to be, like 3,000 points if I get that high? I will definitely want them. Not the greatest, I will be honest. I got the bridge, I've got people spawning down the bottom right, and I think that's just going to have to be what it's going to have to be. But honestly, I kind of feel as though that is another fine addition. Obviously, it takes a bridge, but I'm okay with that. Now another pink, there are definitely worse things. Holy smokes, look at the kind of traffic that is down here. That is definitely understandable. How can I fix it though? I guess getting the oranges off would definitely be good, but they're already joined in. That is the hardest part about the entire thing, is that they're already joined in, so there's nothing you can do once they're joined in. It's very quickly going to break down, but you know what? There we go. Motorway 3, I'm just not even going to look at it for the next 15 seconds as it just locks itself in. Hopefully that just speeds the entire thing up and doesn't put as much pressure onto that, but still, orange have to go through that intersection, and it's not going to be very pretty for a while. Oh, come on, don't do me dirty like that. I was just literally watching every last pixel of Motorway 4 because I put it in to save myself, and hopefully it should fix itself up, but I need that one back pronto. So I will take that, pause it, and then yes, okay, at least I didn't lose it. Give it back before you steal it from me permanently. Oh, well, yeah, go straight ahead. Lovely. Like, I guess if you need more, take them. Go like that. Ah, but look at that. All of a sudden the congestion is gone. I mean, I'm sure it's only going to be for mere moments as the entire thing just goes, oh, I can now just increase my entire volume as we head towards 2,000 points, but it's a solution for nonetheless. Well, but what the hell? 2,000 points has been accomplished, and that definitely isn't something that I would have thought would be possible at the start of this map. I mean, I just know how many curveballs it just keeps up its sleeve, but hey, I guess I just know how to just dodge them or hit them right for home runs. I'm still a little bit worried about this blue because I just don't have that many people on that line. I guess everyone's kind of hiding in there, and up here, nothing I can really do about it. Orange is once again on the patrol, but there we go, 20 more road tiles. Orange is easy though. I can always just take this entire clump of people, there we go, about 1 billion, and just ship them straight over. That thing is absolutely flying up, and so I'm glad that I did that right then and there, but let me just delete it before I lose it, because I think I might need it for blue in some regard. I've got a bridge. Maybe I need more blue power. Wait, where are you guys all going? Where are you guys going? Oh no. Oh no. Don't tell me they're somehow connected in. Oh no. Oh no. maybe I will be able to redirect them. But what's just happened, if you can't follow it because there's not enough pixels on the screen, it's the fact that these blues have just decided to go down here, across this motorway, up into here, and then join themselves. No, where are they going? I'm just completely lost. They somehow managed to get themselves all the way up here, through the car park, through the motorway that I just put in, over here, then down along here, over here, through that, and then over motorway 1, and then to that. If that's not the longest roundabout way I've ever seen, I don't know what is. And so I guess the best option I have here is just to join that in and hope that they just change their path, because if they do not, that thing will die instantly, because all these guys have taken the trips and these guys just won't be able to keep up with it. I mean, maybe it's a thing that has to happen anyway, but that is just insane. The fact that they can even take that as a trip is just ridiculous. Either way, just so, wow, 2,500 points of races up quickly. Let's just see what these cars do. Please just change your targeting priority, because if you don't, I mean, I'm probably screwed either way, but I'd like to make it closer to 3,000 points than 2,500 from this state. Oh, but I guess the other thing is the fact that some of them are also going for the big pancake down below, and look at that other blue somehow just fighting itself, and oh, that orange is probably going to be the one that kills me. I guess I probably should just do that. I guess that shouldn't stop me around, but I think looking at the kind of traffic that's over here, yeah, this guy in the center is the middle car. He's not going to be making it in time, and so let me just sit back and relax. Oh, well, that was literally instantaneous, but no, that was pretty darn insane. And even though I guess I did technically have a spare motorway at the time, and maybe even a bridge as well, by no stretch of the imagination did it feel like it, because we just know how much it got mixed around between orange and blue and pink. Everybody wanted it, but when you only have 4, you've only got 4, and that is where expert becomes an expert. You just have to be, I don't know, just imaginary thinker.